Well, good evening once again, and welcome to the Raymond Eagleshaw Technical Center, where we must apologize for the lack of commentary for the first half. We were sorting out a few issues, but we are back up now, and it's the Uprising who are up 3 goals to 0 over the Eagle Claw, and it has been a lot of the same for the Eagle Claw, really. Some poor defending, but goalkeeper Raquel Cyril doing a lot of work, a lot of good work to keep his team within striking distance. He's done some good work all season, really. And I kind of get you the lineups for the two sides. For the Eagle Claw, it is Cyril in goal. Eric is the number 2. They have Sean Brown, the number 11. Tyrese Burke, the man 43, he's in number 18. Jamal Clark is the number 6. Craig Clark, number 16. Lyndon Poodle Duncan is the number 8. They do have Kentish John, he's the number 9, as well as DeAndre Marshall, the number 19. They are without Roland Shanti and Dion Williams. So they do have the Minette brothers, Remy and Evo Minette, the numbers 15 and 3 respectively. While for the Uprising, as we're seeing, Nat Nathaniel, he's the number 15. Matthew Brown is the number 17. Darian Carty is in goal, wearing the number 30. Danny Derrick is the number 6. Stefan Fufitku, he's the number 4. Trey Gums is the number 13. Raekwon Billy Gums, he's the number 18. Ashawn Hodge is wearing the number 3. Kimani Hodge is the number 25. There's no Jarvis Jones for them, but they do have the man making his debut this season, Ricardo Petty. His first game for this season as the ball comes across. He's making his debut, and they also have Rashad Thomas as well, wearing the number 28. There's also no Renee in the starting lineup either. As here's Petty, he's wearing the number 8 on his back, and he loses out. Sean Brown. Brown turning, twisting, losing position momentarily. That's good work. That's a brilliant ball as well towards John. And John couldn't get past Nat. It will be out. As it looks like Nat is slotted in at left back with Matthew and Kimani in the center. And looks like Rashad maybe playing at right back. And seem to be playing in a 4-4-2 today due to the availability or lack of availability of some players. So Danny Derrick is playing at left midfield. They have Petty and Matthew Brown in central midfield. And it's actually going to be, looks like Rashad playing on the right midfield and Raekwon Billy Gommons playing at right back. And then it looks like Fu is starting at striker for them. Fu along with, looks like Renee, possibly no. Again, still trying to see who it is playing up top with Fu. But it's Ashawn Hodge who goes back to Carty. Carty being pressured, but does well, very composed. Hodge to Kimani Hodge. Petty with a good touch. Petty still now. Petty over the top. He was looking for Renee. Can't quite find him. As here come the Uprising once again. A shot comes in, but straight at Raquel Cyril. The turn up there by Fu. Fu. It's still Fu now. It is still Fu. Stefan Feedku can't get off the shot. Loses the chance. It's still there though, trying to turn. Not being able to do so successfully. It's a corner. As I think Ramos may be the man playing at right midfield as I'm trying to decipher who we have on the field. It looks like Rashad is back to right back. Ramos is playing on the right wing and Raekwon Billy is up top. I do believe that's how the Uprising are lining up right now. Taking short. It's back now for the Uprising. And they won't get a chance to put a ball into the area, but Fleming making his debut in the middle today. Kylan Fleming will give the free kick. Free kick to the Eagle Claw. They are down 3-0. As we are seeing the youngsters, the first team out to warm up. It will be the youngsters. They will be taking on the Superstars FC in our nightcap here today. As it's the Eagle Claw. Trying to get forward, trying to get back into this game. Driving away at pace as well. Ball comes across, but straight at goalkeeper Darian Carty. Here comes Derek. Breaking away quickly, Danny Derek. Fu made a good run. Fu is going to be called offside. Very tight, but the air on the far side says it is an offside. Minute boots it forward only as far as Derek. Derek goes back to Petty, but Petty's pass is intercepted, and Kentish John is trying to break away. Can't quite do so, and here's Nat now. Composes himself, finds Derek. Goes back to Nat. Nat inside to Matthew Brown. Oh, it's a brilliant ball through. Stefan Feedku is fast. I don't know if he'll be caught, and Stefan Feedku makes it 4-0. What a ball by Matthew Brown, and the very composed finish by Stefan Feedku makes it 4-0 to the Uprising. And what I must say I like about that goal is the timing of the run and the ability of Fu to bend his run really to suit exactly what to allow Matthew Brown the time to play the pass the way he would have wanted to. It was a very good forward play by Fu. We know he's a very versatile player. Fu can play in midfield or in attack or even in defense. He's playing as striker now, and he's doing a very good job of it, making some very intelligent runs. Free kick to be taken by Matthew Brown. Matthew, that's a good ball out wide. Whipped in, but behind the goal. No trouble for Cyril. It is a goal kick. So it's 4-0 here in the 55th minute of play. It's 4-0 in favor of the Uprising. Derek wins the header. Nat goes back to Derek. Now Sean Hodge to Petty. Petty loses out. And it's just booted forward there. Not very good work, I must say. As he did have options. Look like Poodle, the man. They are usually a lot more composed, this Poodle. What there's Rashad now? He will find Matthew Brown. Brown has a man streaking forward. It's Fu once again. Fu turning. Fu finds Petty. Petty can't get the shot off. It will be a substitution now for the Uprising. As I think it may be Petty coming off the field of play. So Ricardo Petty's night is done, and I think he will be replaced by Rene Thomas. Petty making his first start for the season. He got 56 minutes, 57 minutes, and now he will be replaced by Captain Rene. Corner kick. This one chipped towards the near post. Out of touch. It will be yet another corner. Corner taken short this time. And he can turn as well. Lays it off to Stefan Fietku. It's still Fu, and he's forced to turn back. Goes back to Derek. Derek to Brown. Brown won't get the free kick there. Nat. Hodge. And Brown. He will lose out now. Sorry, that was Ricardo Petty there, so it seems it may have been Gums who was taken off the field of play. As here comes the Captain Rene lining up an effort, but it goes wide. I must say it is very, very difficult to see the fourth official's board when it's on that side of the field, of the new makeshift side of the field. From now, it's impossible really to see the fourth official's board from the commentator's booth. So again, just trying to speculate as to who was taken off. It looked like an 8 from where it was, but it was actually 18. So instead of Ricardo Petty being taken off, it was Raekwon Billy Gums. Here come the Eagle Claw as Matthew Brown just hoiks it clear. It will be another Eagle throw. Actually, they've changed their signal. It's Uprising ball. Derek. Brown. Hodge. Brown once again. He goes out wide. He'll find, looks like Ramos out there, who's going forward to Rene. Rene. Can't do anything with that one. That's good defensive work. And a chance for the Uprising to break once again into the area now. He goes down, but the referee says goal kick. He's had a good game in the middle thus far, has a referee Fleming. Made some good calls as he's gone on today. It will be a goal kick to the Eagle Claw. That's a poor kick, really. And it's given straight back to the Uprising. Good walk by Petty. Brown. Back to Petty. This is wonderful play. Petty has an effort, but it's straight at goalkeeper Cyril. Hodge loses out. Booted forward. A bit tentative there from Sean Hodge, but he does well. Now Rashad out wide. Back with Rashad. This is good play again towards Fu. Fu is fast. Burke is not going to get there. Fu wins the race with Cyril, and he's put it in. 5 goals to nil. Defensive miscommunication between Tyrese Burke and goalkeeper Rykiel Cyril has made it 5 goals to nil. Stefan Friedku, the man to put it in. He's done well today, has another goal to his name. I must say that this has been a running theme of the Eagle Claw defense all season, really. No matter who they've tried to put in there, it's not quite worked out. They don't have the chemistry. They don't have the communication just yet. And it's resulted in a number of goals being scored that could have easily been avoided. And I must say that I believe that in that sort of situation, Tyrese Burke had to take charge of that one and not allow. Here come the Eagle Claw, cut back, and it took good defending because Claw had a few players in the area that were streaking forward. One of them was Lyndon Poodle Duncan. Well, the Claw, they do always have a goal in them. They have good attacking talent, really. They have very good attacking talent. It's just defensively, they are not sound. They're not sound defensively at all. They don't quite have the balance just yet. And again, when you play such an odd formation, it does tend to leave you a bit lacking in the defensive area. Ball whipped in is not a good one. But it's back with the Eagle Claw. Cuts past one. He's still going to the byline. Whips one in. Carty pushes, not quite cleared. Eventually booted forward, and it's 3 against 3. When Petty rushed it just a bit. Fu can't quite get there, but back to Petty. He's cutting inside, lays it off to Brown. Brown does well to get it out wide. Trying to slide one through for Fu there. Can't quite get it off, but Rennie takes it down. Rennie is trying to find Derek. Good work there from Nat. Nat is streaking forward. Nat past a couple. It's still Nat. Nat is going to find Fu once again. Fu goes inside to Rennie Thomas, who is not going to miss from there. At point blank range with no defenders tracking back. It really is impossible for the goalkeeper when you have 4 attackers in your area and only 2 defenders in that region. It's really not good enough. And the Uprising, they're having a field day right now. It's 6 goals to nil. 6 goals to nil for the Uprising, and I don't think that they are done just yet. Renee is just getting started. That's his first for the day. He just came onto the field, and we know that he will want to get his goal tally back up. He had a hat-trick a couple weeks ago, but since then he's been really struggling to get himself on the score sheet. But will that be the confidence booster he needed? Well, that's a wonderful ball to Fu. Fu collides with the keeper, and Fu has gotten off worse for it. Fu and Cyril came out. You know, Cyril, he's a unit of a man. And Fu came out against a full-speed rushing Rykiel Cyril. He collided with him, and he definitely came off worse for wear. Cyril seems to be just fine. He's walking it off, just going for his water behind the goal. Fu is still down on his knees. Now back to his feet now. Just seemed to be a bit shaken up there with that collision. The foul did go against the Uprising. So Eagle Claw free kick as Burke sent it straight back to the Uprising. Renee turns brilliantly. It's still Renee now. Jamal Clark does well. But a missed clearance there, but looked like Eric. And here comes Poodle. He was trying to send Sean Brown there running. Couldn't quite get the pass where it needed to go. And that pass will not find Denny Derrick. As we'll be seeing another substitution for the Uprising. And I think a card will be given to actually, he's put the card back in his pocket. So there will not be a card. Now he's calling on the substitution. So Derek has been taken off the field of play. And it looks like Chavoy Gums is the man who has replaced him. They're still trying to sort out who is going to go where. Because you know Chavoy, he's a defender by trade. Him and Nat formed a good centre-back partnership for the Uprising for a number of years. It looks like he's gone into midfield, and Petty has come over to the left wing. Throw taken by Minette. Chipped forward, looking for Sean Brown once again. Won't find him. And Sean Hodge missed that one. It's been booted high. Carty has to come. Carty is going to be beaten. He throws down a man, and referee will say penalty. I must say that was a bit clumsy from Darian Carty coming out there. Instead of coming to claim the ball, he let it bounce. Then he threw down the player in an effort to get to the ball. And the Eagle Claw can pull one back from the penalty spot. It looks like it will be Sean Brown. The referee making sure everybody is out of the area. As he's marking his run, Brown, he's up against Darian Carty, and Sean Brown sends him the wrong way. The Eagle Claw have pulled one back, and it's really the man who's done most of the goal scoring for them this season, and Sean Brown, he has himself another one. It's 6-1. Well, I wouldn't quite say the comeback is on, but what I would say is that they may have halted the onslaught for a moment. It's back with Fu. Fu around the player too easily. Fu into the area. Fu cuts it back, sends a man to the shops. Fu has a shot at goal, but Cyril does well. Kentish John to Poodle. Poodle turns, but his pass is blocked by Matthew Brown. Brown has an effort at goal that goes wide. Goal kick taken short. The Eagle Claw, of course, missing a few of their key players. One of them namely being their vice captain, Tony Corey. He is unavailable for this encounter. But it's Matthew Brown. It's Brown. Brown drives one at goal, but a bit tame was that effort. Cyril will have no issue with that. Cyril boots it long. As Sean Hodge wins the header. It's out of touch for an Uprising, an Eagle Claw throw. Kentish John's pass is intercepted by Gums. Chips one forward. And Remy has a wild effort, really. That will not trouble anybody. As Sean Hodge did the clearing there. Chavoy wins the ball high. And Fu can keep it in play. Fu turns past one man. Fu is going to send Petty running. Petty is not going to win that one. But it's straight back to Rene. And referee gives the throw the way of the Eagle Claw. I don't think that they can believe it. The referee looked at his AR for that call. The AR said the ball belonged to the Eagle Claw. Poodle. Good ball over the top. Looks like DeAndre Marshall, the man there, has an effort at goal. Darian Carty will deal with it. Carty boots it long for Fu, who takes it down and goes all wide towards Ramos, who's driving forward. Looking back for some support. He will find it in Brown. Brown. Backward wide with Ramos. He's going to switch it over to Nat. Nat. Still Nat. Looking for the reverse pass. Nat. Nat has an effort, but he falls. But it will fall brilliantly. And yet again, guess who? Stefan Fiedku is the man to put it in. Nat couldn't quite get that one off, but Stefan Fiedku was just waiting on it, and he pounced on it. He has had a field day today. He has had fun out there, Stefan Fiedku. Playing at striker for the first time this season, finally having the freedom to express his attacking talent, and he has shown it here today. He'll be saying to Coach Guy, you have to play me up there more often. That's a bit risky there. But luckily for the Uprising, they were able to put out that fire. And now here comes Matthew Brown, who has the entire midfield area for himself. He will find the ball out wide towards Derek. And Derek is going to... That's Petty, sorry. Who will... But he was able to get there ahead of the keeper and the defender somehow. I don't quite know how they managed to mess that one up so badly. But Ricardo Petty, he's back in the side and back amongst the goals. Again, complete and utter miscommunication at the back between the defense and the goalkeeper and the Eagle Claw. It's 8 goals to 1 now. And I don't think they are finished. Here comes Sean Brown now. Nat steps in there. And now it's Matthew to Rene. Rene past one man. Rene is trying to drive through the whole team. Can't quite do so. And the pass from John was not what Poodle wanted. So throw into the Uprising. Chavoy turns very well. But this pass is not what he would have wanted either. And it's booted long, trying to allow Sean Brown to run onto it. Maybe 10 years ago he would have gotten there, but doesn't quite have the legs he used to have. As Bennett is going to just boot it forward once again to particularly no one. Carty will come out and deal with it. Sean Hodge. Oh, that's a bit risky there. It's a very risky. Oh, good work there from Kimani Hodge. Just turning past the player very easily. As Chavoy is going to try and send Fu running, but Fu was in an offside position. We are into the 77th minute of play, and it is 8-1. It's been more of the same for the Eagle Claw. More of the exact same that we've seen all season. They have not been able to sort it out defensively. You would have thought that maybe as the tournament goes on, they would get better defensively because they have some good names on paper, at least, playing in their defensive line. The likes of Tyrese Burke and Tony Corey, both veterans of this AFL, and both were part of a championship side in the Enforcers, a side that would have won, I believe, the knockouts competition on penalties. They both, I think Tony Corey started and Tyrese Burke came off the bench in that final, if I remember correctly. So you'd have thought that on paper they would have had a better defense than what they have. And even Raquel Cyril, even though this is his first time goalkeeping, he has been absolutely tremendous in keeping these score lines to what they are. But that's a good ball. It will find Sean Brown. Brown turning, Brown having an effort, and Carty will collect. Petty. Gums to Fu. Fu, again, a miscommunication at the back. Tyrese Burke did brilliantly well. But I think, the goal is completely open. Matthew Brown now sees it, but can't get the shot off. I think had Burke made any contact with Fu, that would have definitely been a foul, and I think it could have been a red card as well. But when he slid in between where Fu was and the goalkeeper, and he connected with air. But what he allowed was he made Fu stop his run as the cross comes in, but it is straight at Darian Carty. And that's given away. Cuts inside. Shot at goal. Not too far away at all. Taken quickly as Nat. Brown. The good ball towards Petty. And Cyril again is off his line, but this time no harm done. Rennie down the byline. Rennie. No defenders are following him. Rennie just walked the entire byline and put it past the goalkeeper with no defenders for company. Well, can you believe it? Eagle Claw have once again capitulated in the second half. You would have thought that it may have been a one-off or a two-off, or maybe it's just them being a new franchise in this league, but it's becoming a trend. It's becoming an every game occurrence. And we would hope that this does not become what the Eagle Claw is. But from what we have seen throughout all of these weeks of the AFL, this has been the Claw. And they have not been good. Even when they have come up against relative minnows in the league, as you would say, the only team that's relatively close to them in terms of the years they've been around, that being the Western Predators. They were in that game, and then they capitulated at the end, and the Predators grabbed the victory. It has become what the Eagle Claw has been all season. And at 9-1, I don't know how long they can continue like this until something has to give. Something has to give for the Eagle Claw. They either have to improve and improve drastically, or the AFA may have to step in, because it certainly has not been good enough. Not just in terms of the scoreline or the results they've gotten, but the performances. Because even we saw last year when the Predators were the new kids on the block, they lost a number of games by double digits, but they did come out in some games. Some of their performances showed why they deserve to remain in this league. They even came out and they got a victory last year, as offside is going to be the call. But for the Claw this season, it's just not been good enough. It's not like they don't have the caliber, the quality of players, because on paper, some of the players that they have veterans in this league. The likes of Sean Brown, Tyrese Burke, Tony Corey, Lyndon Poodle Duncan. They have Kemtish John, Barbara Johnson, DeAndre Marshall, Evo and Remy Minette. They have Tion Richardson, Roland Shanty, Dion Williams. These are all veterans of the AFL. And you would have thought that with the names on paper that they had, they would have been able to come out and show a lot better fight than they have thus far in the AFL. But it's just been more of the same and more of the same, as this one is going to be cleared. Only as far as Ricardo Petty. Petty to Nat. Nat is going to drive inside. Nat is going to have two runners free, and one of them is offside. Throw comes in down the line, and the defender will try to shield it out. He will do so successfully. Goal kick. 9-1. 9-1 here in the 85th minute of play. The Eagle Claw, they've been put to the sword once again, and I have a sneaking suspicion that the goals may not just be done yet. It's booted along. And a chance for them to break with Rashad. He'll go out wide towards Ramos. He goes back inside now as the shot is driven in along the ground. And very easy for right kill Cyril in nets. Gums. Rennie back to Gums. He will lose out to Manette, who's going to go forward quickly. Chance for the Eagle Claw to drag back another. Going for the reverse pass through towards Kentish John. But he can't quite get there. Gums. Petty. Gums. Back to Petty. Petty out wide to Fu. Fu turning inside easily. Fu has Rene. Rene up against Cyril. Cyril gets there first, scuffs his clearance, and has to boot it out, and does so well. Right, kills Cyril. He's done so well for the Eagle Claw, but he may have more work to do. He may have more work to do, and he can't do it. Or does he do it? If he saved that, that is brilliant, but he didn't save it. Well, he did so well to get back there, right, kill Cyril. He did so well. But it just crossed the line, and Cyril is still down in goal. Spoken about all of the veteran names that they have the Eagle Claw, but I must say their best performer by a country mile this season has been Rykill Cyril in goal. And you would look at these score lines, some of the games that ended up 21-1, and you would believe that the keeper had to be at fault for something, but he's been pretty much blameless throughout this season, has Rykill Cyril. He's been brilliant to keep these games at the score lines that they've been, because we have seen the Eagle Claws defense capitulate time and time again. They've opened up time and time again, and he has been that last line, that line that has protected them time and time again. Cyril is still down, and he would be a tremendous loss if he was to be out for any significant period of time. He would be a tremendous loss. He is back on his feet now, is Cyril. Well, coming up after this encounter, we'll be seeing the youngsters. They'll be doing battle with the superstars who are back in their tremendous form. And the youngsters, they have been brilliant this season thus far. They've had the likes of Adriana Connor get firing, and that's been very good for them. They would look to, and actually I believe it's not been given as a goal, it's been given as a free kick on the goal line. So the goal has not counted, and that's a very brilliant work from Rykill Cyril, as he does well once again. That was some tremendous goalkeeping from Cyril. It looked like the referee may have pointed to the center circle indicating a goal, but it was in fact a free kick as the shot came in from Matthew Brown. That was certainly carrying some pepper. An easy catch now for Cyril, and the referee Fleming says, no, I don't want any added time. The scoreline is enough. It is going to be 9-1 how this game has ended. It's been again thorough dominance against the Eagle Claw by yet another side. This time it's the Uprising who made the Eagle Claw their whipping boys. They were able to put 9 into their net. Stefan Friedku had himself a wonderful day. And Rene Thomas got back on the score sheet as well. It's a wonderful all-around performance. We even saw Petty back into the side and back amongst the goals for the Uprising. They did have one blemish. That was their goalkeeper, Darian Carty, giving away a silly penalty, really. But all in all, a tremendous performance by the Uprising, and the poor performance by the Eagle Claw means that at the end of this one, it will be 9-1. But join us in a few minutes' time where we will have the youngsters. They'll be taking on the superstars. But for the time being, it is back to Master Control.